All right, greetings everybody, greetings and good evening, or good morning, or good night, or good afternoon, whatever time it is, and you're part of the galaxy. I hope you're making it a great day. I can't say have a nice day anymore. I've gotten to the point in my life, maybe some people would call it old, but I figure your day is whatever you make it. So if you want to have a good day, just make it a great day and it'll be one. If you want it to be a bad day, then, complain about it and make it a bad day. That's up to you. But I hope for those people watching, I hope you all choosing to make it a great day. I'm having a pretty good day. I set up for some giveaways. So check out that video if you haven't already. I'm going to give away 2 $25 gift cards to anybody on the server, anybody on the Loquitur Holocrons. And we're giving away 2 $25 gift cards separately to Patreon subscribers to reward them for their patronage. You know, they give me a subscription fee. It's possible you can win back more than you ever paid on subscription. See how nice I am? And if your name's Inquisitor, it doubles. You could be winning. I could be giving away $200, guys. I could be shelling out $200, giving it back to you guys. Just because you're awesome. Just because I like this community. I like y'all. So come on over. Take part in those giveaways. Can't wait to see who wins. David Dutrow says thanks for the giveaways. Apology says nice. Arva's in the house. Third sister sends her regards. Nice. Our favorite Inquisitor. The best Inquisitor. I don't know. I was kind of annoyed by her in the show, but I don't know. I don't know what you guys thought of her, but yeah, she wasn't my Inquisitor. I like the Grand Inquisitor better. I thought he was a reasonably, how do I say, a badass bad guy? That's too many bads in the same sentence, but I like the Grand Inquisitor. I thought he was a good bad guy. And I thought Third Sister was a try-hard. You know, she was trying real hard, but she didn't have it. She had a redemption arc. I tell you what. Vincent Witzlib says hello. Alanis Hawk says hello. Lightsaber deployed. Apologies says, I'm no Inquisitor, but I'm farming them. Well, apologies. Your name already has your apologies, so it's all good, man. It's all good. Sonam says hello. Definement says, how you doing today? And I said if I was any better, there'd have to be 2 of me. That's my patented saying. I like saying that. I told my wife that one time. If I was any better, there'd have to be 2 of me. My wife said, if there was 2 of you, I'd have to shoot at least one. I said, what do you mean at least? Didn't bode well for me. Sounds like I may be in trouble no matter what. My wife's got a wicked sense of humor. For anybody who doesn't know, like, my wife has a wicked sense of humor. Part of the reason why I fell in love and married her. I like it. I like it when she gives me a hard time. It's fun. We have a lot of fun together. Arva says, Loquitur thing is I actually play a new account for a while. And it also has only DACA and relics. So Arva and I talked a long time ago. He'd built Night Sisters as one of his first full relic teams, and it was kind of one of those. Well, they're really good, but it's kind of a regret. But it's so we joked around about that. Now with Marin coming out, those Night Sisters are kind of over the top. So he said he's not actually playing that same account anymore. So oh well, you have to go back to your Night Sister account then. Have Demon says, dang, close to 6K subscribers. Looking forward to that milestone. I was only at like 5.4 last time I checked, but oh man. I haven't been paying attention. Oh man, we're getting close to 6K. You're right. Well, that's cool. I guess I'll have to do more giveaways on top of the giveaways. If we get to 6K subscribers, I'll do even more giveaways. I'll just give away everything. Give away everything but the house. Vincent Whitesleb says, had the best GAC in months today. It was great. Nice. I full cleared my final opponent. They have no executor counter, so 3-0 week. a very nice day. Arva says he'll get Relic the rest once Marin's farmable to 7 stars. Scott Mobley says, hey now. Hi says, meh, I'm getting bullied in Carbonite either way. Veggie Burritos here. Definement says, I think the Grand Inquisitor was immortal. Yeah, he certainly did suffer through a pretty good stabbing and make it out the other end, huh? Roy D. Mercer says, Third Sister is awful. It's bad acting and woke casting. I don't know that woke casting's a bad thing. I think, I think there's a lot in Hollywood that's unfair anyway, and I think any level of fairness that's brought to that is good. But aside from the acting, I just didn't like the character arc. Like, it was almost like a reverse story of a good guy who falls to the dark side, right? Like, it's a dark side character who you expect to turn out to be good. I don't know. I didn't like the character that much. Nick says, wife's got jokes. Yeah. Whale Harder says, at least sounds about right. Nice. Lord August V, Lord August V says, I was watching your guides and you tell us to buy 360 cost materials in the shard shop. I'm currently at level 76 and never found a 360 cost material. Did it change? They might not show up until higher levels. I don't know exactly where each tier unlocks in each store. I don't remember all those details. But this is the line you're looking for. So the gold materials here for 360 and these purple materials here for 360. This is what I'm talking about. By the time you get to level 85, for sure it'll show up. So if you don't see those materials in the shop, then probably they come in at a higher level. I don't know exactly what that level is. It's level 85, says hi. Okay. All right, so you may not see it until level 85. Nisa says, I just can't be asked to play 3v3, do one battle, and that's it. If I could steal the win 5 minutes before the end, great, but otherwise I'm not even going to bother. You know, honestly, I think a lot of people don't like 3v3, and I've found, in the last couple rounds especially, that more people, if I've cleared a bunch of stuff before they play, it seems to be very demotivating. Like games that I think I might have lost, like on Loquitur, I thought pretty sure that I would lose this last round because he had so much good stuff left in the bank, and I couldn't beat his fleets. So we ended up with this situation with his 2 fleets left. And he came in here and he played one match and he quit. So he just came in, he beat up the Grievous team, took his winnings, and went away. So I think that there's a lot of people, maybe I'm going out on a limb by saying this, but I think there's a lot of people demoralized about playing 3v3. They just don't want to play it. So I think for people who want to rise up in Grand Arena and get better rewards, 3v3 is your time to catch up and get ahead, right? You get ahead while other people don't want to play. Bronzium was easier than Carbonite, and I had less teams. How is matchmaking that bad? Yeah, matchmaking in Carbonite is horrible because there's so many people that just don't play that have sunk to the bottom. And now they just sit there with these massive accounts. And if you play them and they decide to play, it's very demoralizing. Yeah. Especially for new players, new to Grand Arena. They go in there, they get a fair matchup. They're playing against somebody who's just like them. And they're like, whee, this is fun. And then the next matchup, they're against somebody who's 8.9 million galactic power with 3 GLs. And it's like, what is this game? What just happened? Yeah, it's very demotivating. Whale Harder says, pro tip, you will always need a mountain of Mark 6 med packs. I buy those every time I see them. Yeah, exactly. Nicest says, that looks like one of my GACs. Hi says, nobody likes 3v3, I just need the crystals. Salon says, I remember Carbonite facing 9 million accounts. Yeah, it's bad. Alana says, matchmaking doesn't actually exist. It's just a win-loss ratio. There's no matchmaking. That's correct. There is no matchmaking. There is no mechanics that reasonably match you up with opponents. You just have a skill rating, and they just slap you in against other people with the same skill rating. It's completely not a matchmaking system. It's just a skill matching system. And people who stink at the game and don't play GAC have a low skill rating, so they're in the low bracket. It's unreasonable. If I could fix it, I would. Hi says 8.9. I haven't seen that. Only seen 7.3. Roy D. Mercer says 3v3 ain't going anywhere. 40% more datacrons needed. Nice. Salad says, go and get my 10 points. Call it a day. Definement says, I'm no Grand Arena expert. Haven't unlocked it yet, but I think 3v3 runes teams like Phoenix Squad or the Imperial Troopers. So I love squads that have turn meter manipulation and assist stuff. So like Mon Mothma, Imperial Troopers, 501st clones. Those are all such good teams to have early in the game because they punch up really hard. And 3v3 does take the sting out of those teams for sure. But there are other teams like Jedi Knight Revan, for example, CLS, for example. They get even better in 3s. So CLS is great in 5s, but man, there's 2 different versions of the CLS team that you can use, probably more than 2. But CLS is like really good in 3v3. So some teams get better, some teams get worse. Overall, I think it's a clunky game mode. I don't think the game was designed for 3v3, and I always feel like it's less fun for me. But yeah, but last round and this round, I'm finding that other people aren't motivated to play 3v3, and if I put up a good showing, then I'm getting more wins in 3v3 now than I am in 5s, which is weird, but true. So we'll see. If overall engagement is lower for 3v3, I wonder if they're making money through it. Motivation for GAC is done. Actually, I can't say that I have facts on this, right? I haven't like read data or interviewed CG employees. But when Grand Arena was one of the premier game modes back in the day, it didn't really drive spending because there was motivation to keep your galactic power down. It actually encouraged people to play for free, play a longer game, work on fewer characters, and just max out the gear. Actually, Relic 13, or Gear 13, Relic 0 was the absolute maximum on the power curve. It's where you got the most power, because once you start adding relic levels, the galactic power of each character goes up quickly. So a lot of characters at Relic 0, Relic 1 would make the best account, and it discouraged spending. So, yeah, they've made GAC a sideshow. They've pushed it off to the side. Even though the streaming content that keeps this game alive and keeps people interested in it, we have to do GAC because nobody's really interested in watching people stream territory wars as much. So GAC is still the content that a lot of streamers like myself put out, but it's not really the monetized game mode. And even though, you know, the general public has, I think, spoken their mind and said we don't want 3v3, somehow they're not backing off. They're not backing off. I wouldn't mind if 3v3 was like once in a while, or if you could choose. if you could choose it, you know, I would still pick 3v3 like once every 6 months. Just take a break, go into the 3v3, have some fun in 3v3 for one round. But I would do it like 5 normal 5v5s and 1 3v3 when I felt like it. Anyway, GAC has a lot to be fixed. If they ever want this to go back to being like a premier game mode, it needs help for sure. All these people doing one bad battle and piecing out aren't spending more resources for Datacrons for 3v3 because they're refusing to play it anyway. That's true. That's true. My Vader was Relic for GAC and TW when Empire Datacron existed. That was good times. Yeah. Choosing would be best. Let 10% of the people polled on subreddit who like 3v3 do 3v3. The rest of us can do 5v5. Yeah, make it a choice. You know, make it 2 separate game modes, and you can elect which one you want to play in. And like I said, I would pick 3v3 sometimes. I would. I don't mind the break from 5v5. But I don't think I'd pick it every time. Of course, if you could choose it and nobody picked 3v3, then I would pick 3v3 and go, you know, high in Kyber 1. Just play it against all the people that don't want to play. So I'd be the king of 3v3. Maybe that could be a gimmick for the Loquitur account. Yeah, who knows? All right. All right. Let's go once a quarter, like at the end of a full conquest season of 3 months, then you get a 3v3, says Have Demon. That could work. Luke says, all my opponents so far have had Galactic Legends and at least 2 million more than me. Yeah, get used to that. Well, the thing is, if you build an account, if you build a smart account, you're always going to be fighting people in higher GP. Because good tactics and good account building, you know, count for 2 million galactic power, it seems like. So if you're 4 million and you're facing 6 million, you should be able to punch up if you've got a good account. You know, 6 million could beat 8 million if it's well played. So Loquitur actually has a fair matchup today. That's a title. The title of my stream today. Look at this. I'm at 5.14 as of lock-in, I believe. And this guy's at 6. Did I say 5.14? I'm at 6.14. He's at 6.17. So he's only like 30,000 galactic power higher than me. I'm worried. I'm scared, right? 14,000 Galactic War Battles won. So he's at, what would that be? Almost 4 years. Is that right? Almost 4 years. So Loquitur's at 10,000. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm at 10,000. Just almost 11,000 at 2.5 years. So yeah, 2.5 times 1.5 is roughly 4. Okay, so it's a 4-year-old account. But about the same galactic power I am. Whenever I fight people at the same galactic power, I worry. Right? Because anybody who's at this galactic power in Kyber 3 is a player. They're punching up just like me. So, so that means I'm in for a matchup this time. All right, he does have TIE Defender at gear 12. Does he have the Interceptor in here anywhere that we see? TIE Interceptor. I don't see it. Okay. So no Interceptor. That's fun and interesting. All right, we've got Executor, Malevolence Negotiator, some other stuff. Don't have Profundity, don't have any of the specialty fleets like Finalizer or Radis. Interesting. All right, and 2 Galactic Legends with Kenobi, Sith Eternal. He's got Gas Relic, Jedi Knight Luke. Oh, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. Check this out. Here he is. Gear 11, is it? Yeah, Gear 11. So he's still working on JML, but he's got him unlocked. He's in there somewhere. Probably has him on offense, but we shall see. No Malgus. I don't see a Malgus in here anywhere. He does have the Savage Relic with Omicron. Treya Relic with the Omicron. Qui-Gon with the Omicron. So he's definitely got teams that are specifically built for GAC. So, yeah, like I said, he's at My Galactic Power. He's a player. He's playing to win over here in GACs. Interesting. 3 GLs. Let's scope out his mods. If he's a good player, let's see if he also has good mods. Cat is 343. That's pretty good. Yeah, there's some really fast characters in the game. There's some really fast characters. 329 on Shock T. It's okay. I mean, for your second fastest character, I'm not that impressed. 327. Yeah. Okay, maybe I changed my mind. He's got a bunch of speed mods spread out. He's got 321 with an offense set. That's pretty good. That's some pretty good mods on this boy. Okay. Yikes. All right. Moff Gideon, still gear 12, 311 speed. Okay. So he's got some fast characters. I'll have to watch out for him. It's a good account, guys. This is a solid account. He's got good mods. He's modded in the right way. He's modded smartly. 302 on Rex. Yep. Interesting. Where's Starkiller? Dash Rendar's not finished yet, so he doesn't have Starkiller. Okay. Getting there, though. I think that's his next project after Jedi Master Luke. Yep. Okay, so we actually have a fight on our hands. Let's see if he put any of those GLs on defense. Oh, man, we mirror matched the defenses. Look at this. So he put a good Qui-Gon Jinn team on defense, but no, I don't see any GLs so far. So he put that. He's got a Sith team here. It's not much to worry about. These are just teams with relics to take up space. Man, it's just like what I've done. We're going to have to be super efficient with this guy. Clones under Shock T with the off-brand clones. Some Geos. Grievous. His Iden Versio wasn't reliced. How worried am I about seeing Imperial troopers on the back wall? So I look at Grievous and I'm like, instantly just want to do Wampa there. But if he has a good Iden team, if he has relic troopers for his Iden team, then I have to do something else against Grievous. Let's look at his Imperial troopers and see what he's got. Okay. So he's just got Veers, Stark, Piet, Relic, the Sea Journey. Not even Relic 5. And then Iden would have Gear 12 troopers with her, which is still no joke, but I don't have to worry about Relic troopers. So I can push through her with something. Okay, so we can Wampa that. What's the best place to use Savage? I think we just got to get through this wall as cheaply as we can. Get to the back wall, see what we've got, and then we can try to start figuring out the best efficiencies. Do we have a Datacron that we want on this guy? I don't. If there was a Datacron that made me go faster, I would want it. You know, I should really put speedy mods on my Wampa. 265. If I could get my Wampa up to around 280 and go first, it pretty much gets you an extra banner, right? Because right now he's going to go first and take away a banner. And then I'll win, but I'll never get that protection back. Huh. I wonder if it's worth it to make Wampa just fast enough to beat most B1s. B1 wants to be fast. I don't know. I think speed is the #1 attribute for B1, even over offense. I feel like a speed set on him is better than an offense set. Just keep him going fast as possible. Alright, and then we'll catch up on chat after this first battle. We'll get this first one out of the way. Then we'll go chat with chat for a second, make sure we're caught up. People are probably giving me advice about not using Wampa. The chat's probably full of, don't Wampa this, don't Wampa this. Trying to help me out, and I wasn't even paying attention. I hope that's not the case. Alright. Get rid of this battle droid. Grievous is helping me get rid of him. Every time Grievous goes, he steals stacks from this little guy. Poor little B1. Grievous so angry. He's stacked up pretty good, though. He's got a lot of health on this Grievous. We need to take this Wampa to Relic 8, too. The Relic 8 Wampa and Obtesio is, like, monstrous. Man, he hits so hard. Hits so hard. Lord August V says, it's great listening to you talking about the game, clear and entertaining. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Hi says, I can't even tickle GLs. I love how absurd the Datacron was. Oh, beating stuff before with the Vadercron, whipping up on things, and now GLs are out of your range again. Yeah, that's frustrating. Opponents having more GLs than you doesn't necessarily mean you've lost. All my opponents this week had 2 to 4 GLs to just my 1, and I just got one who doesn't have the alt yet. Yeah, that's certainly true, Whale Harder, bro. There's a lot of people who get GLs and don't put them on defense. But imagine that you have 1 GL and they have 3 and they put all 3 GLs on defense. You have to have a pretty good strategy to get through that. I think the mistake that most people make in Grand Arena is placing bad defenses. So you have to have a defensive strategy. Your defense in GAC has to be intended to do something. You can't just throw teams down and expect to win. And a lot of people keep their GLs for offense. And if you're fighting against a player, like if I played a player that had no GLs, I would put both of my GLs on defense. I'd put Kenobi down, and I would put, I'd even put C on defense in the top zone with Savage and Treya or something like that, and try to make it hard for him to get anything. Yeah, and then Will Harderbreast says exactly that. The weird thing is that so many people keep their GLs for offense, so you don't have to beat them on defense. Yeah, and it's the opposite's true. Like if your opponent has 4 GLs and you only have 2, like for me, I'm better off keeping them on offense, because if people take 3 or 4 GLs on their offense and I put mine on defense, I'm just going to lose those battles anyway. So it's better for me to take them on offense and try to beat 1 or 2 GLs if they put them on offense. That's why I'm trying to specifically build teams now. I'm building the Jedi Knight Luke team. I'm building the Fennec Shand team. We're going to try to build some stuff that's specifically designed to kill GLs. And then maybe I'll have a little more confidence to put more GLs back on defense and start making defense a part of my strategy again. Yep. I ain't going to spend money until they remove the 3v3 and fix the matchmaking system. So probably never then. Yeah, exactly. Yep. If they got rid of 3v3, I might spend money again as a thank you. That's funny. Nice, it says fair matchups are so rare. I probably had like 3 in total since the new system. And in one of them, I forgot to set a defense. Nice. Yeah, Play it against somebody at similar GL. I've said before that it's been a long time since I played anybody with less GL than me. And this guy comes close, right? He's still 30,000 over, so technically I'm still fighting somebody with more GP. But yeah, he's close. He's close to being less GP than me. Luke Hoffman says, DL, do you think it would be smart to build first order for Finalizer, even if you have no plans for SLKR? Is that a real... Okay, so Luke, maybe you don't watch my updates. But if you do, you would have seen that I did exactly that. I haven't built the Finalizer to any, like, you know, high level of relics on any of the characters or anything, but I've built the Finalizer, and I'm getting the ships worked up as kind of a tier 2 project. So we're kind of working on Finalizer in the background. So the answer is yes. I definitely think having a Finalizer is worth it. I think getting the Finalizer event unlocked so that you can get free shards every time it shows up is a smart play. And that way, by the time you need the Finalizer, you may even have it, you know, all the way to 7 stars. That's my goal. My goal is to get the Finalizer and get free shards for it for a long time, and then whenever I decide to build SLKR, the Finalizer's already done, and I don't have to spend any crystals at all on it. And really, the shuttle was the only thing that I had to work on, because you get the bounty hunter ships through Executor. It's all of it's not bad to build. The shuttle's the only thing you have to farm. Arva says, offense set on DR. That makes me sad. Yeah. What, you just want a speed set on him, right? Or is there something else you want to see on DR? DL question. Do you plan at some point to retire the DL account and start a new account where you can actualize one of your future starter guys, similar to when you retired Allura for Obtisio? That's a cycle that I don't know. So the higher you build an account, the longer it takes to play, the harder it is to do all of the things that you want to do in the game. So giving up a mature account for a lower level account got me back a lot of time in my life. But the Loquitur account is kind of what I started the channel around, so I don't think I will ever quit playing the Loquitur account. I think this account is just going forward. If I ever do restart, what I'll probably do is give away the Obtisio account, let somebody on the channel take it over, and you know, do a giveaway and just give away the Obtisio account, and then start a new account and play it out. So if I ever do want to play out one of my guides again like I did, I would give up the Obtisio account and keep the Loquitur account. I'm quite attached to it. Quite attached. All right. Okay. Hi says, mods, someone double my GP has 230 as their fastest. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we've seen plenty. We call those people collectors. We don't judge. We don't judge. Some people are collectors. GAC would be fixed if only you could fight GAPs with opponents with 500k GP more than yourself. It would be fine 3v3 if you didn't have to use more teams. I'll soon be a Rhodium and I don't have enough. It depends on your definition of enough teams then, right? Because honestly, you're saying that you don't have, quote, enough teams. But the truth is, if you're in Rhodium, you have enough. You had enough to get there. So you have enough. It may not seem like it. And man, when I made the change on the Loquitur account from Chromium right through Rhodium to Kyber, I was like, man, I am so not ready for Kyber. But the truth is, you are. If you get there, then you're ready. It's a kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, yeah, that's my perspective. You don't have enough teams to fill out everything with full relic teams and feel confident, but you've got enough if you got there. I don't think they'll ever go back to GP limits. Yeah, they certainly won't. They won't. I think the reset is the answer. Every certain amount of time, there needs to be a reset within the tiers. you lock in your crystal income so that you don't get punished for the reset, but then it resets and everybody goes back to their respective, maybe leave Kyber 3, 2, and 1 alone, reset everybody else, whatever. Or maybe even leave all of Kyber alone and just reset all the other brackets. But yeah, I think a reset and then let it run for like 6 months and then do another reset. It took probably 8 to 12 months for all of those massive accounts to filter all the way down to Carbonite. So if they did a reset to respective galactic power, then Carbonite would be safe again for 4 or 5 months. Wampa versus Grievous is probably my favorite counter in the game. It saved me a GAC one time. I think Savage beats this too, doesn't it? Yeah, Savage also beats CLS though. So we're saving Savage in case he's got a tricky little CLS team on the back. Arva says, I love my Relic 3 no mods, no Omicron Wampa. But does the R8 Wampa win battles? The R7 doesn't? I don't think so. It isn't even worth it to R8 it. What Relic 8 Wampa does is it beats up Sith Eternal Emperor. So if people put C on defense, then Wampa. I've already had one battle on Opticio. I think only one so far, though. But even if the opposing Sith Eternal is like Relic 7 or 8, if they put it on defense, Wampa can beat a 5-man squad with C in it. And C himself. You have to have enough damage, so you pretty much have to make your Wampa massive offense. But Relic 8 plus offense, your damage ramps up so high that you can kill any C, pretty much any C they put on defense. Now, if they put like C with Savage and like the premium defense, then it wouldn't work. But yeah, that's why I would Relic 8 the Wampa, is specifically to maul Sith Eternal. Gives me another non-GL counter for GLs. Starkiller helps level the playing field a lot when you're punching up. He can take most GLs on offense and even on defense if you mod his team well. I did it DL Profundity and then 5 stars, says Dank Ideals. Congrats, man. Congrats. All right. You want DR as fast as you can make him, and without the Malgus team, it's mostly a mod check team. Goes first and wins. Yep. But doesn't R7 Wampa also beat C? Not reliably. Not reliably. Because C has so much recovery. And especially if they have a Watt in the team and he gets the Watt buff off onto C, then the likelihood is that your Wampa can't ramp up enough damage to kill him. So basically, most people who have like a Relic 5 or Relic 7 Wampa do tenacity and health. So what you do with a Relic 8 Wampa, you get enough extra health and protection that you no longer care about the health and protection, and you can spend all of those extra stats on offense. That's my theory anyway. My theory is you put him at Relic 8, he can do everything that a Relic 7 Wampa can do, but you can mod him hardcore offense and kill things that would normally time you out. That's it. My R5 Wampa has beaten C. The comp matters a lot more. If the comp has Malik thrown... the thing that matters in the matchup is whether or not they have Watt and good mods. So if they have decent mods at all on their Sith Eternal and they've got a Watt buff on them, it's a very high likelihood you're going to time out, that you're not going to have enough damage to kill Sith Eternal, even with all the ramping. I mean, you ramp, but C just has so much recovery. So much recovery. All right, I got to get back to this GAC. I've only played one match so far, so let's think about this. Let's look at speeds. I'm probably going to take the Mara Jade team in here. 284 on Brood Alpha. And then on Spy, 232. So we're plenty lot faster than them. We do have a Relic. Brood Brood Alpha to deal with, though, so we would do Sith Eternal Emperor, we would do Thrawn, we would do Mara Jade. And Thrawn will kick the Brute first so Mara Jade can do her thing, and we'll go from there. Is this the best use of this team? I think so. We have a Bounty Hunter team that they could easily beat too, but we'll use this team. Again, we'll try to use our cheaper teams to get through to the back wall. And then once we're through to the back wall and we know what we're up against, then we'll feel a little better about selecting the best team for the job, respectively, for each matchup that we're playing. This Sunfac is not relicked, so we're going to target him. Try to chew through their health and protection faster. Zaps. Don't think we need to pass a turn yet, so we're going to do that. And then we'll steal everybody's turn meter, get Sunfac stunned, I hope. Alright. Yeah, we'll restun everybody because we can. Sunfac out. Brood Alpha out. And then we can't kill the Spy until we kill the Brute because of that stealth. We got nothing in this team to pull him out of stealth, so, you know, just got to do it. Got to wait. 56 banners. It means I lost a banner somewhere. Right? 57? Isn't 57 full health and protect? Yeah. I lost one somewhere. Alright, we got Mando. We've got, what is this? Bo-Katan with Canderous and a Resurrect. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem very good. Here we have Bounty Hunters. I want to get through this team cheap. What do I have that does enough damage that gets through that for cheap? Mon Mothma, but Bosk, Mon Mothma against Bosk isn't always great. Got the Jedi Knight Luke team. We've got 501st. A couple different kinds of Imperial Trooper teams. A lot of this stuff is just too good, though. I mean, I don't want to waste good stuff on a mediocre team. Boba Fett is Relic 8, though, so he's going to be hitting pretty hard. 10-7 on offense. Can't underestimate it. And we've got 2 GLs left still in the tank. Let's see. I don't really want to nest here. I don't really want to nest because if he gets off a good shot just at the right time and does a rocket while I don't have protection, I feel like that's too much risk. It's probably enough damage to put me right through my health in one shot. It's a problem. It's a problem because I have a bunch of teams that are good, but I feel like they're too good for this team. Let's go look up top again. Remind ourselves what we've got up top. Qui-Gon Jinn team is probably the hardest team that we had up top. We've got Padme with no Anakin, so I'll take 501st in there. Probably take a GL in here if he doesn't have something good on offense or on the back or on defense on the back wall. So let's take the 501st in here so that we don't make any mistakes with that. Although I've got Shaak Ti on defense. I actually have Shaak Ti on defense. Now that I think about it, that's probably not a good choice on my part. Oh well. Okay. Alright. There's still stuff that we can do for that Padme team. And we still have JMK. I mean, we've got lots of stuff. Maybe I take the clones in against this team. Maybe this is where I use my 5-0 first. So we'll take these guys in with our Gear 12 gas. We'll go through Shaak Ti and then we'll finish off on the clones. I'm not too scared of 2 Relic 5 clones. So let's do this. And then I'll take in, maybe I'll just take in Dash, Han, Chewie against the bounty hunters. And I'll pick them apart that way. Alright, let's shoot Shaak Ti. Maybe I should target a clone. Shaak Ti is actually going to be annoying to kill, so maybe it's better if we just kill a clone first. Avoid taking too much time killing Shaak Ti. Alright, we'll do the buffs up to make everybody get more turns. Okay, you're allowed to shoot 5s, you're not allowed to shoot, or you're allowed to shoot Rex, not 5s. Yeah, fine. Okay, sacrifice is in. Gas is back up. Okay. Don't sit me down again. That's not... take Shaak Ti out. Get her out of here. That's rude behavior, sitting my gas down, making him take a seat. And then going into stealth, hiding out from me. So impolite. Why don't you just take this aerial advantage right to the nose? I'll put some plasma up your nostrils, my friend. Alright. Good enough is good enough. It's bad manners, but it's what we got to work with at the moment. So what do we like better here? CLS or Dash? I think maybe we'll use the Dash team here. Does good damage. Right. And that'll save CLS, Chupio, 3PO for somewhere else. Put a Datacron on here because we can. Bunch of health steal. Accuracy. Crit chance, protection. Just protection and accuracy. I don't know, we'll take that. And we will shoot first on Bosk. That'll buy us around, and we can work on Boba Fett. Alright, so stun Bosk, take him out of the first turn so he doesn't taunt. And then we've got chances to kill Boba Fett. Actually, we might be even better off just killing Bosk straight up. Because Boba Fett you have to kill twice. We don't want to risk that he might kill somebody and get his bounty hunter's resolve back before we can get back to him again. This team does struggle from a lack of ways to deal with buffs. Chewie's buff removal is pretty much all we got. But so far going fantastic. Stun him. Get wrecked. 56 banners. Such overkill. Ugh. So what it is though, right guys? You put a couple relics down and you force the opponent to beat it. You make the opponent win. Alright, we've been doing this. Mon Mothma with Cassian and Biston. So we'll do it again. See if we got a cheesy Datacron to throw at him. Health Steal. This one's actually pretty good. We'll use that. You need a very high relic Wampa to beat C. My relic 5 Wampa could barely get through C with Watt today. Barely couldn't get through a C. Yeah, Luke, that's a good way to explain it. That's a good way to explain it. You fight against C, especially if he gets that Watt buff, it feels like you've got it, but you just can't quite get there. Yep. I would wholeheartedly agree with that. You just barely can't beat them. But I like to go in with confidence. I like to go in, you know, Relic 8, knowing that the C is going to die. I don't want a 90% chance to win. I want a 100% chance to win. And once your account's 2.5 years old, Relic 8 isn't too big of an ask. You know, it's something that you can do. All right, so we get to look at the back wall now. Let's see what we got. Rebels everywhere. Okay, we've got a Night Sister team. We've got Rollo. Marco Rollo. We've got this team. Man, if this IG-11 was a relic, I hate... Oh, IG-11 is such a good relic. Ugh. I played my Ray team with Ray, Queel, IG-11, Cat at the time. And then my fifth kind of floated. But I was playing Vandor Chewbacca in there. And Vandor Chewbacca getting reses off on any of these scoundrels that die was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That Ray team was just nonsense. Got me so many holds in GAC too. Crazy. Crazy business. But IG-11 is such a good tank while Queel is alive. So we'll have to pay attention to that. But there's nothing here that's too scary. Right? Nothing too scary. Should we just Savage this? Is this our Savage solo? I think it probably is. I don't think there's anything back here that needs a GL. So we just got to look for efficiency now. You got to look for efficiency. So we'll play Sith Eternal here, solo, no friends. And Nullify. Is there a dark side Datacron that we can even use on him? When they inflict damage over time on an enemy, they gain a stack of protection up. It'd be nice if I could do damage over times, right? What else we got? That's too good. I don't want to use that. All right. So this is the problem with not putting any GLs on defense. Then I get 2 free wins, right? I can just take his 2 best teams and just get free wins, which is not great for him. Good for me. Yeah, we'll take this one. I don't know that we'll need it, but we have them, so let's use them. I still have troopers. I still have CLS. We can use Jedi Master Kenobi against Padme. I think I want Anakin and Cam under the link up. And we'll do that. And we'll target Kenobi. I probably didn't need to use that protection up yet. Could have waited. Healing immunity is on. Scary times, guys. Okay. Go into the alt. Zap. Yeah, lost a banner. 58 banners. That's fine. We'll take it. Then probably this Padme team is the scariest thing that we've got left, right? So we'll just use... Again, we don't really have to use... I don't know. if we don't put Kenobi in there to soak the hits, there's a chance that we lose banners on Cat anyway. So I feel like putting him in and getting 57 banners is probably a better deal than leaving him out and getting 57 or potentially 56 banners. So I don't know how many we'll need, but I know how many I'm going to use. Probably could just JMK solo it. Probably could. All right, let's hit Kenobi first. Let's send him the stuff. Let's give her the cooldown. And yeah, we'll put that on. Sure, why not? Get rid of Padme. And there should be no way these guys can do anything now. No courage stacks, no extra protection for, you know, silly nonsense. And we'll mass assist and kill him. Not even close. Wow. Go Kenobi. Way to tank. All right. Give me my banners. 57 banners. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I was watching that video by Intimidation, and when him and Raul Pud were talking, they said that CG got it backwards, that Cat is actually the galactic legend and JMK is the lifter. I thought that was a very amusing way to look at it. That gave me a laugh. All right, so I don't even think we need Revan here, right? Like, what can we use for Jedi? We still got CLS, we still got Troopers. I think I want to use Troopers on the back wall on that Rolo team. I think we'll do that for Rolo. So we'll put in this. And who else do we want in there? I mean, we could just put Ahsoka in there. We could put in Grandmaster Yoda. He doesn't really have a home, but we could also look at this. We could make a since we don't need a really good team, we could make a team with Revan, Yoda, and Bastila. So why don't we do that? Why don't we just take in some some extra garbage here, and then yeah, Hermit Yoda is going to be faster than everything he's got. We'll trigger Luke. We'll make them have no turns. We'll stun them. It's nonsense what's going to happen here. Okay, there we go. And stun everybody. And then we got to slow roll it, boys. Otherwise we'll be... I guess it doesn't matter. We'll stun him. Hit him with a big hit. Now we're just waiting on Django to get a turn and take away all of our banners. Can we stun him? We can still stun him. We didn't get it. Alright, there we go. Get him. Take him out. Stun him again. Come on, resisted. We have to look into some tenacity for that Ayla. Or potency. Potency. Something to beat tenacity. She's not very good at stun and stuff. Alright, we still got CLS. We've still got Vader. Still got good stuff. So let's see. Yeah, we can use Troopers here. We can use Savage here. CLS here. This team is just about the only threat left, right? CLS, Robot. Datacron. Okay. Take them out. I want to scrap for banners, guys, but in the past, I have found that when I try too hard to get banners, that it actually isn't good for me, because then I try to underman teams that I shouldn't, and I end up losing, dropping matches. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play this out with the respective good teams that I have, and I'm not going to worry about whether I get 57 banners or 58. And at the end of the day, if he beats me by 1 banner, which is probably what's going to happen, then good on him, you know? Hey. All right. We'll blind him. We'll confuse him, because we can do those things while he's invulnerable. All right. We're just going to do basic here, and then finish him off, hopefully. Good stuff. 57 banners. Let's go back up front. Yeah, back with it. Let's trooper this. Imperial troopers. If there's any new people watching that want to know how troopers work, this is a fantastic, this should be a fantastic example of how troopers work. Basically, as long as you go faster than them, you get a turn, you get 10% turn meter every time you gain a buff. You get 50% turn meter every time you get a kill. So the whole deal is you start passing buffs around. Piet's Emperor's Trap counts as a buff, so every time you get buffed, they get buffed, somebody else gets buffed. Turn meter all over the place. You get a kill, your turn meter's full again, and your opponent just never gets to take a turn. It's very satisfying. One of the most fun teams to play if you've got it properly modded and know how to use it, because the other team never gets a turn. I consider it fun when the other team never gets a turn. This, we're going to try to Savage solo. Let's do it. Are you going to hoard energy for the double drop event? I will, but not like anything excessive. So my hoarding for the double drop event is simply going to be the day before. Instead of doing my normal refreshes at my reset time, I won't. I'll wait until right before my reset time on the 3rd, and then I will do all my refreshes, stock up all that energy, and then when it's officially the 4th and it's double drop day, then I will spend all that energy. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. On my main account, where I used to spend money, it was certainly, in my opinion, worth spending also the 100 cost refreshes. It doesn't get you a good deal as such, but every time that you spend 100, you still get 100 worth of farm, right? So normally you'd get this much farm for 50. On double drops, you get double that. So you'd get double for 100 is equal to what you always get for 50. Except you're getting more days of it, right? You get you get to shorten your timelines for the other things, the other kinds of things that you're farming. All right, what did I do? Did I mess something up? Did I put my Cassian Andor into that Mon Moth? I did. I put Cassian in the Mon Mothma team. I usually use Cassian here. Oh, bother. This is why I need to do my pre-made teams. What would this look like with just Jyn Erso? Can they kill Radis? I mean, they'll injure Jyn Erso. I don't like it. I don't like it. If I get ability block, then it goes really badly. Let's just use a Jedi team here. And again, I don't need this to kill what he's got there. But this gives me a chance that I kill this Droideka. He never gets to take a turn with Droideka. And that'll save me banners. Okay, so let's target the Droideka. And can't get buffs anywhere because of buff immunity. Now I can get buffs. So let's do that. And Revan still can't get him, so we'll wait one more turn. We'll have Revan pass the turn over here. We'll spread the buffs. And that should be 55 banners. That's, oh man, that's awful. Darned AoE from Debate 2. Okay. All right, what do we want to do here? We've still got Nest. Can Nest beat what's on the back wall? Can we solo something back here with Nest? We can't do Mando. We can't really do Night Sisters with Nest. If he gets to the contract and executes Nest, that would make me sad. What do we have to do here? Well buffed, score critical hits against an enemy 20 times. It'll take him a while to get to the ult, but with Zam Omicron there, I think Nest is too much of a risk. I don't know. Can Nest beat this? I mean, should be easy, but what other options do we have? We've got Vader for those Night Sisters. Bounty Hunters will be easy to kill. We've got Iden Versio. Radis. Let's do Radis. Let's do Radis and Jyn, and that's it. And let's try to get an underdog win here. Some tenacity, some armor. Basically let them beat on Jyn until we get the ult, and then use the ult, then finish. That's the goal. Should work, right? Or do we need another damage dealer? She resurrects any rebel, right? If revive a random rebel ally with 20% hit, blah blah blah. So if we wanted to, I mean, we could throw like Lando in here just for extra damage. They should still kill Jyn. Or try to kill Jyn. That's good. Add what to Radis? Molmada says, I agree with that. JMK without Cat is not really even close to the same team. You know, I have to admit, I really thought that JMK would be viable without Cat. I even argued for that. Like when I got JMK, I said, look, I'm going to try this out, you know, try him without Cat. I'm sure there's stuff that he can do. And much to my surprise, really, the difference between Cat and no Cat in that team is crazy. Like Like what you can do with Cat is good and impressive and, you know, top of the arena. What you can do without Cat is kind of, you know, stand around and be sad. Really was shocking how little damage that team had without Cat. It's a shame we can't get over 1,000 Cantina energy. Hey, DL, can you talk about the pros and cons of taking a GL team into R8 or 9 versus building other Relic teams or even going hard for the next GL? I have a full Relic 7 Jabba team as my only GL right now. So, as a defensive team, the thing that Jabba already does very well is time out other teams. So, especially with characters like Lord Vader, Jedi Master Luke, and Jabba, getting them to Gear 9, getting some of the characters in their team to higher relics, makes those teams, it puts them over the top. Now remember, Relic 8 is a ton of health, protection, and offense. Relic 9 is extra armor, extra protection. I think you actually get protection at Relic 9. So, so Relic 9 is considered mostly a defensive, so it doesn't give you much more offense as compared to 8, but it gives you a lot more defensive stats compared to 8. So that's what you want. That's where you want Relic 9. JML has the thing where everybody does damage based on his max protection. So if you go to Relic 9 and you get extra max protection, and that's multiplicative, and your mods multiply that extra that you're going to get, then JML just goes crazy. With Lord Vader, it's just putting high relics on his team means the first time he does his ult, if there's, you know, 3 other characters still on the field, he gets out of control real fast. And then the opponent has a hard time killing him, you know. So with those GLs, I definitely think Relic 8, Relic 9 is the way to go. With other GLs, it's all optional. You know, putting Relic 8 on Kenobi is mediocre. It gives him more damage, helps him push through other JMK teams, helps you in the mirror match. But that's about it. Sith Eternal, going to Relic 8, helps you soak hits from Rey when you're countering Rey. So Relic 8 on C is good. Relic 9, I don't see a real reason to go to Relic 9 on Sith Eternal. SLKR, same thing. Relic 8 boosts your damage. It's nice to have, but it's not a must-have. Relic 9, I don't think I would do that. And Rey, the same thing. Galactic Legend Rey. Relic 8 helps, gives you a lot more damage. Relic 9, probably not. And for those other GLs, putting all of their characters at Relic 8 or 9 isn't really helping that much. But for Jabba, putting, I think, and Arva's in the channel still. I think Arva maybe can chime in on this, but I think on the Jabba the Hutt team, you also want the Boushh Leia to be as high as Relic as you can, because she's kind of the linchpin. And if she gets killed easily, then the Jabba team doesn't do its job as well. So I think getting Jabba and Leia, maybe even to Relic 9, but somebody else who has Jabba can count, maybe chime in on that. Yeah, Arba says Jabba is one of the teams that gets incredibly stronger at high relics. Nice. If you have a full Relic 7 plus Jabba team with R9 on Jabba and Chrysanthemum. Okay, so you're saying Chrysanthemum is the other thing that you really want a Relic 9. That makes sense. Relic the tank. Do you have a Rebel Pathfinder? I have one. I don't have him built up yet, though. Yeah. Arva says he can highly recommend the Omicron on Embo for TW. Nice. JMK is viable without Cap, but he's more on C levels of viability. Yeah. Oh, Arva says the recommended relic levels for GLs: Relic 9, JML, Jabba, Lord Vader, Rey, and C. And then Relic 8, SLKR, and Relic 7, JMK. Yeah. Yeah, I can certainly see JML, Jabba, and Lord Vader. Rey and C, I don't know. I think, well, it would help, right? If you had Relic 9s to give out, it would certainly help. But I don't think I would go out of my way to Relic 9 a Sith Eternal. Not yet, anyway. We'll see what Relic 10 brings, guys. Because y'all know, you got to know by now, Relic 10 is coming. Relic 10 is coming. Okay, I'm going to take this team. And again, this is not because I think I'm going to need it. This is because I want to guarantee that these Night Sisters don't get to steal banners from me. So we're going to take Watt in here. We're going to give him Kill Tech. And we're going to Merciless Massacre both of these. And we've got Gideon in there just to drain their turn meter if Vader doesn't get the job done in one clear. So I think Vader's going to kill everybody on one Merciless Massacre. But if he doesn't, then Gideon has to drain their turn meter. Or actually, Gideon will probably go first and drain their turn meter to guarantee that they can't go. It all comes out to the same thing. Gideon's there to guarantee that the Night Sisters don't get a turn in case. Because I do not want plagues on anybody. Okay. So we're going to do that. Drain turn meter. Merciless Massacre. There. All worked out according to plan. Beautiful. Could have had 58 banners. Okay, last team. Mando Bounty Hunter. What do we want to do here? What's winning? Do we have any more Galactic Republic left? I'm down to my last team, and it's pretty bad. I can't use Nest here. I really would like to use Nest, but really can't use Nest here. He's probably better than Cody. And if we've got it... Oh, no Datacrons left. Okay. All right. We just got to kill Mando. Maybe kill Zam first. You know what? I think it's just Mando. Because once he's dead, there's no threat, right? Killing Zam would kill the Omicron shenanigans. We cannot let them get to the... Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, we can't let him get to the contract, because once he gets the contract, he'll kill somebody instantly, which make me sad. Alright. Still stole some banners from me. Alright, let's get the full clear on ships and leave him with the challenge. Alright, so he's got this... We didn't see the TIE Interceptor. So he's got this, he's got Rebel Fleet, and he's got some garbage left over down here. So we will Profundity here. We will Malevolence. Is that what we want to do? He might have the Defender. He's got the Defender for sure, but he doesn't have the TIE Interceptor. I'm going to go check again just to make sure that he doesn't have that TIE Interceptor. Make sure I'm not making a mistake here. Because if he doesn't have the TIE Interceptor, I got to say, I hate fighting into the fire. Yeah, no Interceptor. No Interceptor, right? Okay. So the Radis team is going to beat him, but once they put that fire on, man, you can't get assists. It takes forever to get anything done. So it's not a fun matchup. So maybe I'll take my rebels against his rebels, and I'll take Malevolence here. We will get Malevolent with this fleet. Malevolence always is going to lose some banners. They're a team that can beat almost anything, but they kind of always lose banners doing it, which is fine. So then the fire doesn't bother me. The fire never bothered me anyway. Let's go. Bullshit Relic 8 is really good, and R9 on Chrysanthemum is a crazy tank. Okay, let's get debuffs over here. And then we'll get debuffs on everybody. And I'll just try to walk through this tank as fast as I can, because I hate being put on fire. Okay, die. Good. Done. Vader next. Get out of here. Okay. Good. Done. Yuko next, and I don't think there's any way that you get out of this. Dodged my big shot, but fine. 72 banners. Another benefit of Hive Relics is ROTE, the territory battle. Rise of the Empire. Okay, let's look up rebels. Rebel. Yeah, so you're right. On the later waves of the new territory battle, it requires all Relic 7, all Relic 8 teams. Eventually, at the highest level, I think it's all Relic 9. But I don't think there's a lot of guilds that got to that level, even now. I'm sure there's some high-level guilds that are probably already there. Now that I think about it, there's probably plenty of guilds, like the top tier guys that have all their Relic 9 teams already. 11 million galactic power minimum to join. Man, there are quite a few people that already have the third sister, and I mean, it takes some doing to get third sister, right? But yeah, there's plenty of guilds up top that just had all of those Inquisitors waiting, ready to go, and just dunked that mission right away. Pretty fantastic. Leia benefits from R8 for the damage. C was mostly required to beat Rays in the back of the day. Now he simply doesn't do that regardless. Oh, you're saying that with the Ben Solo lifter that it's too much for C to handle. My Sith Eternal has beaten a couple Rays with Ben Solo. Been able to do it. Ben able to do it. Made a Ben pun. Nice. Didn't even mean to. Unintentional punning. I hope somebody out there found that punny. All right. 2071. That's a good clear. Didn't drop a battle. Dropped a few banners here and there. We got some teams on the back wall here with relics in them to maybe give him a little bit of pause. But he's in the same situation that I am. I mean, he's going to be able to use a Galactic Legend on this Qui-Gon, no problem. He's going to be able to use a GL on the clone team if he wants to. I mean, my two hardest teams, he'll just use his GLs and then clear all the rest of the stuff. The problem is my defense is probably even worse than his defense. So he might actually get more banners than me. So I just got to hope that he stumbles against ships. You know, that's, I think my great hope is that he were to stumble against my Executor. Or maybe against this Empire fleet here. You know, I got to go check my Empire fleet because I don't know if I have the TIE Defender on it. Huh. Let me look. Verify that I put that TIE Defender in. Yeah, it's in there. Okay, it's in there. I think I will dig out my... I think this has got the silencer in it. Yeah, so let's dig that silencer out. And put some other kind of trash ship in there. Because I think the First Order fleet's getting good enough that I can maybe use it as a cleanup fleet somewhere. So, I don't know, just put some garbage in here so that he doesn't get free banners. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then. Reinforcements 3 out of 4. Need more ships, guys. Need more ships. More ships. I guess got to build a new fleet here soon. Alright. What other questions y'all have? You got any questions? Does anybody want an account review? We do account reviews for super chats if people want that. Arva says that Empire fleet wouldn't have done anything to my profundity. Yeah, probably not. I don't like the tank. It annoys me. Puts me on fire. Makes everything take longer. Jabba missions are so stupidly easy that you can do them with basically any high relic bounty hunters you have. The top 10 guilds might actually do Relic 9 missions, but that's it. Is the Chimera fleet better on offense or defense? No shuttle or interceptor? Then neither. The Chimera fleet without... So if you have the Gauntlet, for example, and you've built up Gar Saxon and the Super Commando and the Emperor's shuttle, you can make a good Empire fleet. But if you don't have the Defender at least, or you don't have the TIE Interceptor, that's not going to put it over the top. With those tools, I think it's probably better on offense if you've got all the tools for it. Otherwise, put it on defense. Make your opponent deal with it. Yep. C has like a below 40% win rate versus Ray Ben. That's not what beating Ray means. Yeah, I suppose... I mean, at my level, I'm not fighting Ray Ben teams that are top-notch and well-modded. I'm fighting people that have Ray and Ben solo and are in Kyber 3. So I'll use that as my excuse. My C has worked against Ray Ben, but probably only because the opponents don't have a very strong Ray Ben. Like my C, if I saw a Ray that was well-modded for offense, had good speed and a bunch of offense mods, my C would not be good enough to beat her. Because I still have my C modded for, like, generic combat. I don't have my C modded specifically to stand up against Ray. So, eventually I'll have to change his mods. And so, Arva, let me ask you a question, man. What do you use to beat Ray? Is it mostly Star Killer, or is it something else, or what do you use to beat Ray in 5s, and what would you use to beat Ray in 3s? I'm curious to know, because in my preparation to beat Galactic Legends without too many Galactic Legends, like, you know, right now I pretty much have to use either C or JMK. I don't have something to beat her. I just use Star Killer on Ray, says Arva, in both 5s and 3s. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought might be the answer. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. I need all the things. I need Star Killer. I need more GLs. I need all the things. Lol says, I forgot how much I dislike 3v3, enjoying 5v5 too much. Before Ben and Datacrons, I just used gas, says Arva. Nice. Yeah, all right, let's get into this Obtesio Grand Arena. Let's see if there's something to be done over here. We got Mage Moon Rider as our opponent. 7.3 million galactic power to our 4 million. About 3 million in ships, 4.4 in characters. Galactic War Battles won 28,000. That puts this account almost 7 years old. Man, I can't believe people have been playing this game for almost 7 years. Blows my mind. What blows my mind even more is that you've been playing the game 7 years and in Chromium too. If my opponent watches this, and I hope they will, come over to my channel. Watch my videos on gear and modding, and take this 7 million account straight to Kyber. Well, I mean, it'll take you a few months, but yeah, go straight to Kyber. Do not pass go, do not collect 200. Here's a Relic 9 Kenobi. And as we just talked about, this is kind of not useful, right? Relic 9ing Kenobi is there's a lot of other things that'd be better to Relic 9. All right, my opponent has the Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence, Finalizer. Finalizer's only gear 12 though, so it's not too much to worry about. Look at this, Vulture Droid not done. Hyena Bomber 6 stars. He's got the other ones done though. He does have the TIE Interceptor showing at 5 stars. Alright. So he's got stuff. Man, not having a Vulture Droid for your Malevolence fleet, that's something that needs to be fixed. Alright, Kenobi and Lord Vader. Skywalker, Cat, Revens, Malik, Jedi Knight Luke, Jabba the Hutt. Boys and girls, he's in the house. The big man cometh. All right, gear 11, but he's there nonetheless. All the stuff that comes with it, all 7.4 million galactic power worth of stuff. I think this is once again one of those cases like we see. If he placed a bad defense or doesn't play, maybe I have a chance. 332 Piet, fastest non-GL. Cat, 326. Shakti, so he's got some pretty fast characters too. Ugh. Speaking of fast characters, I gotta show this off. Check this out. I got a new toy this week in my update. You guys will see it. We got a new mod. You got this bad boy. 27 speed. Rolled that up this week. I was looking through the account. I've only got a total of 4 mods at 27 speed on Loquitur. So that's it. I don't have anything 28 or higher. Bummer. But I got a good one this week. Got a good one. All right, so let's see what Mage Moonrider put on defense. How many GLs do I have to fight? Okay, we got a Padme team. We got Clone team. We've got Darth Revan. Interesting. Then over here we got gas with clones. Newt. I will say this guy doesn't skimp on relics, man. I suppose this is all requirement stuff. But still, that's a lot of relic levels. Then we got Jedi Knight Luke here. I think with Jedi Knight Luke, maybe we just have to trooper this. Let's try that first. Let's try troopering it up. I think we have to use Gideon. I don't think we can use Piet in this battle because we got to drain turn meter and make sure that he never gets to go. He may never go. We have to kill... Ugh. We have to kill Mace Windu first because he'll get in the way otherwise. So we just got to go all in on Mace. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Mass assist. Just do a basic. I'll do mass assist again. I mean, I don't want to have to do that, but the nice thing about troopers against this team, let's get some punchies in there. With Barriss, I don't actually do crits with the Dark Trooper. So because he doesn't crit, then there's no healing when he's the one hitting. Okay. Jedi Knight Luke. Alright, here we go. Oh, dodged. That ain't great. Let's see if we can daze him for a minute. Okay, mass assist again. Get some punchies in with this trooper. Luke too strong. Look at this guy. Alright. Got him on the ropes now. Jedi Knight Luke team defeated. I have removed their feet. Their feet have been taken off. No more feet for that guy. Alright, let's do CLS here because, you know, CLS. And I think we'll do this version of the team so that we can use the Datacron that we have. And let's see if we can beat gas. No shoot first. I missed the shoots first. For sure. Okay. Let's get on in there. Pew. Hit him. Let's see. We could try to work on 5s a little bit here. No, I guess not. And it seemed like a good idea for a second. What I was going to do is I was going to try to take the protection off of 5s before I sat gas down to make sure that I could kill him as soon as we got gas and get him dead. Come on. All right. Big hits from gas. Oh, Luke. Luke almost gone. All right. We got him, though. We got him. We got him. We pulled through. All right. First R9 should be Radis, right? Well, if you're building Profundity, then yes. Absolutely. Relic 9 Radis should be the thing that you do. Yep. I like Mon Mothma against this nonsense. Clearing the stuns from Dooku is good. Biston. Who else do I have that I can put on this team? We got Lando, right? Lando. I guess Lando's on defense somewhere, though. We could do what we did on the other account. Do this and then just run Radis and Jin into something. We got to have a better rebel than that somewhere. Cara Dune, do we have Cara Dune built at all on this account? I don't think so. Not very well. Where is she? Wow, way down there. Way down south. All right. Shall we just overkill it? Use like Dash Han Chewie? Maybe that's the best thing to do. Scoundrel it up. Dash Han Chewie. Datacron. Need something offensive. Nothing. Nothing with offense on it. All defensive stuff. Alright, fine. We'll take that. Alright. Let's mow them down and get to the back. See what's in the back. Dooku first. Okay. We'll just do a basic here. Alright. Turn 1 with Django. We'll get the dollar signs off of myself. Alright. Turn 2 with Django. Django can die very quickly here. Pew! Han just casually flips a hand at him. Done. Ugly banners, but we're through to the back wall. Let's see what more nonsense my opponent has put on defense. Feels pretty good, though. Feels pretty good so far. Okay, we got stuff we can beat back here. Alright, let's go back up front and look. And see if we can march our way through more of these teams. This Padme team is probably the biggest threat we got left. Jedi Knight Luke here. Padme's turn meter can't be manipulated, but that doesn't mean the speed can't be changed. Right? Okay. Well, we have a dead game. The game has died. Padme freaked the game out. Clicked on Padme. Padme's like, you scared? The game's like, yep, done, out. All right. Catch up on chat while we're rebooting. Is anyone else struggling with carbonite circuit boards in particular after the gear update? It robs me of all my low-level gear. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have a problem with carbonite too much. My problem is always with bronzium. So 3 different accounts, it's always been a problem with bronzium. But there is some gear that you can buy after the gear changes. So if you don't know these tricks, let me show you. You can buy this part, and whatever's here is often bronzium wiring or carbonite circuit boards. A bit of what shows up here is actually used for circuit boards. So this is a Mark V Blast Tech weapon mod. We go in over to the scavenger. I think that's going to be bronzium. Mark V Blast Tech. Okay. Is that it? Is that what we just bought? So it's bronzium wiring. There's, you know, a bunch of stuff over there that you can buy. Like, where is it? These things, I think, like Mark II Blast Tech and stuff like that, also shows up in that shop. And they cost like 120, 150 of your squad currency. So, I mean, you can see what I do. I just leave a bank of squad currency. If I'm buying prestige, I'll buy, you know, prestige sometimes, and I'll buy that slot. And I don't know, it helps a lot. This one little slot if you buy, like, let's say you look at 3 shops a day and you buy 20 purchases out of here every week, 20 times 20 is 400 of something. And I mean, in this case, 400 of those would equate to, I feel like that's not right. I feel like that Mark V blast tech that I'm looking at right there is not the right thing. I'm looking for it somewhere else, but yeah, so it is Mark V. Maybe it's this one that I'm looking at. Not paying enough attention. Okay, so 40 of those would be 5 bronzium wiring. So if you bought, let's just say this was the piece you could buy, you make 20 purchases in a week, that'd be 400, so you'd get 50 bronzium wiring out of it. It's not bad. It's a nice little addition to your bronzium problem, or your carbonite problem if you've got carbonite. Like I said, I think that's split between carbonite items and bronzium items. Okay, what are we going to do here? Radis is probably the best team that we have left. Radis or Luke. And I could put Luke in with Jedi Knight Anakin. And because I don't have a lot of other good stuff on this account yet, but I could put in like this team. That or Radis. I think this has a better chance of winning than Radis does. So let's just put in a data crown on it, because why not? LOL says, not to brag or anything, but I have a lot of 30 speed mods. And then he says they're all arrows. Ha ha ha, nice. But you don't have 30 speed substats. That's the key. Substats. And Joey Lucier says, happy Sunday, DL and all Inquisitors. I finally caught another live stream. I'm celebrating my SLKR unlock with a lot of thanks to you and your advice. On to Executor now. Hey, Joey, congratulations. Glad you got that SLKR. That's going to do great for you. Just need the Kairos to gear him up, says Joey. Yeah, that's great. Josh Owen says, hey, DL and all, thanks for all your details and advice. Usually catch up on these later on, but I was able to jump on the stream. I started an alt account for my son using your guides to help them and me. Nice. Josh Owen says, I'm Darth Joshi on Foundlings. Cool. Lol says, rip game. Padme would take my breath away too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Natalie Portman is pretty attractive. Yeah, I'll give her that. All right, let's target Anakin because, you know, Anakin. We'll do that, and we'll stun some people. And then we'll try to, well, we got to take an assist, don't we? We'll save the big hit. I don't really need that. I don't want to call the assist because that'll give more protection. So we're in the mode now where we're just going to try to hit with just single hits. Ooh, he survived that. That's disappointing. Okay, we're gonna give Grandmaster over here, and we're gonna call another assist again, just so Luke can go finish the job. Nice. All right. Now we'll do this, because why not? Call him to assist. He is refusing to put debuffs. I brought you for healing immunity. Put it on. All right, there we go. And then, no, that's it. Jedi Knight Luke greater than Padme. All right. Maybe we met that team right after they got done with that, what was that thing called? What was the thing they fought called? The cat beast thing, whatever it was. Alright, do we even have anything that has a chance of killing this Darth Revan team? Darth Revan's such a nasty team because it doesn't even matter if you've got good mods. It just kind of doesn't matter. Alright, I don't know. Let's see what we can do here. There's just a lot of teams that don't work very well against Darth Revan. Alright, let's target her. See if we can get something done. No stuns. No love. Alright, try again. Steel turn meter. Okay. Throw some grenades. A grenado. Stop attacking my leader. Attack Jyn Erso. No! Jyn Erso. She's the one you want. Yeah. Had death mark on Radis. Okay. Do kind of a mirror match here. And I guess we'll go clean up the back wall and be done with the GAC. Lol says, dude just kicked his mom. Why is that so funny? Jedi Knight Luke against Padme. Dude just kicked his mom. That's got me giggling now. Oh, that's good. Love it. Don't be kicking your mama, boy. Oh, too funny. You guys make me laugh. Oh man, they're going in on Rex. Trying to get the work done. Hey, get off of 5s. I don't mind if you kill Rex, but you can't kill my 5s. Give me 5s. No. Yes. Okay, sacrifice is in. I don't care about 5s anyway. He's just there to give Rex stats. Okay, kill Shock T. No, she's going to heal up. I was just going to say kill her before she heals, but it was already too late. He's got a lot of turn meter. No reason to give him more right now. We'll wait until he's in a better position. Okay, pew pew. Wow. Okay, we'll do that. Switch over to Arc Trooper. Get him out of here. And get him out of here. 52 banners. Money in the bank. Another 70,000. What does Wampa do against Revan? Maybe we should Wampa Revan. What would that look like? I wonder. Okay, what do we got to deal with this guy? We need some kind of healing immunity. Some kind. Or we could do Treya, Nihilus, and a tank. Just hide out. Use Nihilus to annihilate him. And that'll be it. Why did you go for Profundity instead of Executor? Good question. Good question. I went for Profundity instead of Executor because it was new. And when I looked at the journey, I thought it was a very high value journey in the sense that you don't have to build a lot of garbage for it. So on this particular account, I was in better shape as far as having the right characters and ships for the profundity journey, and really, there's decent synergy in the stuff that you build. I mean, you got to build Harrison Dula, which is just, you know, hot trash. But Mon Mothma, the Admiral Radis team are all good. So I just felt like for where my Abtesio account was at the time, that profundity looked pretty good. Looked pretty good. And at the time I was working my way toward JML, so there was, you know, theoretically some synergy there. With the Mon Mothma overlap and such. Man, if I could beat this, I could get the ships. Ugh. I'll get shocked and I won't be able to counterattack. What can I do here? Man, I really want to beat this team. Wampa can't do it, right? I mean, if Wampa could beat Revan, then everybody'd be doing it. How do we beat this team? He's 7 million GP and still put trash on the back wall. Yep. Yep. Use Vader, Mara Jade, and a tank. I don't have a pre-taunt tank, but what I could do, theoretically, I could do Vader, Savage, and my Mara Jade on this account is so weak, though. So weak. What if I did Wat Tambor? Who do I care about more? Probably Savage, right? No, Vader. So I put the tank tech on Vader. I let Savage tank and see what we can get done. I don't know. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. We'll give this to Vader. We'll let Savage see what he can do. Okay, get Bastila out of here. Ah, man, Vader's dead already. He's died just like that. Fear, dead. Okay. Savage making a showing here. Come on. He's gonna get what's it called? He's gonna get my mind is a blank. Deathmark. I don't want him to get Deathmark. Wow. Savage cleaning up. Yikes. Savage can beat Darth Revan team with no Malak, right? Let's qualify that and say no Malak. But still, that's pretty impressive, right? Anybody else impressed by that? I'm impressed by that. I am impressed. All right, Mon Mothma, this guy, and oh no. Let's find another rebel fighter somewhere. We must have Biggs in here, right? We got a Gear 12 Biggs somewhere. Biggie boy. In you go. No Deathmark because he's not in the lead. Ah. Huh. Okay. Alright, so Deathmark affects the leader and he wasn't in the leader slot, so we don't care. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because Vader was in the lead. Things you don't know. Do you guys have all these kits memorized? I mean, Arva does. Arva probably knows every kit, every character, everything. But, man, I can't ever remember all the details of all the kits. I remember kind of the things that happen, but I don't remember everything. I even sometimes have to look up characters like Sith Eternal and remind myself exactly what all is in his leadership skill, because there's like, you know, 4 paragraphs of text for every skill. All right, let's Wampa this because, you know, reasons. Boris Balkan says, I never read a kit. Reading kits, overrated. Who does that? All right. Wampa had a hard time with those guys. Really spent a lot of time. And now I've got... mistakes were made, right? Because I used Wampa and now I've got Iden Versio to deal with. And I didn't save Wampa for Iden. So we're in trouble. You know, mistakes were made. Oh, so close, yet so far away. Wow. Nobody's got turn meter for me. Alright. Well, dang it. Let's just kill him. Fine, whatever. I wanted it all, right? I wanted the turn meter, I wanted the kill, I wanted the throw, and I ended up just doing a basic paralysis. I was paralyzed by all the good choices. Alright, get Bindo in there. Now take out Iden. She almost won, guys. It's closer than you think. No, it really wasn't. Wasn't very close at all. Alright. Casual 100k from Wampa. No Zetas, I don't think she revives. Yeah, no, it was a very low gear Iden team. Not worthy of much distress. Alright, so we've got Finalizer. We'll take Negotiator in against the Rebels. We'll take Malevolence in against the other stuff. And it's just mostly because... yeah. It's mostly because that Finalizer fleet, if they get a missile on Anakin and they target him in the right way, they can take him down. So even though it's not going to be a very good fleet, I still don't want to lose banners over it. So let's do this. Get on in there. Truckin'. Did you guys all sign up? Did you sign up? Did you go to Discord? While you're watching the stream, click on that Discord link and join up in the giveaways for free stuff. Gonna do giveaways on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Join the giveaways for your chance to win $25 gift card, $50 gift card if you have the Inquisitor in your in-game name. If you've got something posted to the rites of passage that shows that you've got Inquisitor as an in-game name, it doubles your winnings if you win. And I'm doing something a little different this time. The Patreon group will have their own giveaways for $25 for 2 giveaways. And that gives the Patreon subscribers 2 chances because they can still apply for the regular giveaway as well as the Patreon only giveaway. So there you go. Some lucky Patreon, if you were to win both giveaways and be an Inquisitor, would get $100 for May 4th. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine what kind of nice guy would give away that much money for May 4th? Right here. Right here. Giving back to the community. He's only got 1 reinforcement, and it's a really bad fleet. So we're going to take in 1 reinforcement only here. We're going to bring in the initial fleet of this, this, and spy, and then that's it. That's all we're doing. That is all. Sonam says, thanks for the reminder. All right, Sonam, get on over there. Wait. You don't have to click off the stream. You can still listen to this stream and also be in Discord. I don't know if I was clear about that. Don't run away. Oh, man. Having a good time tonight, guys. Are you having a good time? I hope you all are entertained. I'm trying to be entertaining. Make you all smile a little bit, make you all laugh, help you have a better day. In Swgoh and in life. Pew. I gotta keep those view counts. This is Lord of Stone. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't want people going and joining somebody else's stream. That would make me the extreme. Right? So you go watch somebody else's stream and then I'm your extreme. I don't know. Darth Loquitur and extreme are probably not things that go well together. I'm not very much of an extremist. All right, we full cleared this guy. Somehow. Got through that Darth Revan team unexpectedly. That just goes to show you guys, even when you look at your opponent's defenses and you think to yourself, man, I don't think I can get through this. Just keep plugging away at it, you know. Learn your teams, sort it out, try things. Even if you don't win, you try things, you learn things. And now I learned if they don't have a Malik, you can just use Savage and maybe it'll work. So, yeah. Hey, DL, any idea how to take down Geos with Poggle Ami? No, I haven't really studied that. I mean, but don't normal things work for that? Aren't you able to use still use things with a lot of area effect like Vader? That doesn't work anymore? I mean, people are beating Geos with the Omicron, right? So what are people using to beat it? I don't know. I haven't had when I'm fighting in territory wars, I haven't seen a wall full of Geos for me to play with yet. So I really haven't played against the Geo Omicron, and I just put it on my own Poggle. I just Ami'd Poggle today. So my update for today will include Ami Pogli. There he is. Barely meeting the requirements for the Geo battles for Wat Tambor. Look at that, 16-6. Just barely. Does Wampa beat Dash Han Chewie of similar relic levels? Han is going to stun Wampa. So that stun right out the box can't be resisted or denied, right? Isn't that the case? So this first stun, Han takes a bonus turn, he ignores taunt, stun the target, can't be resisted. So that's where you're at risk, because he can't get the counterattacks, and that dash team will do a ton of damage. So if they stun you and do enough damage, they're going to get 2 turns on you. They're going to get 2 full rounds, because they'll get the round that you're stunned. Then when you're unstunned, you still won't have done your womp or have extra protection, and they'll be shooting the heck out of you again the next round. So you could win it. You could win it if they're like got bad mods and bad damage and whatever, and you've got a good Wampa with good mods and a Datacron that'll help. You could win it. But man, you'll be stunned for their first two turns. That's not a good feeling. I wouldn't risk it myself, but if that's all you've got to give it a try, then maybe you have to go for it. They revive with full TM when Brute gets summoned. They get the Ami buff again. Vader has trouble from the extra bulk and revives. With Mara Jade, it should still be fine though. Traya still works, I think. Traya works but can get really messy. Interesting. Darth Revan and Gas should work. Night Sisters work. George K says, Loquitur, you're the best. I follow your guide, and I'm week 8, 325 GP, building my Empire team and Geo team and my Geo fleet. All right. Good job, George. Let's hear back from you when you've got the build going further. I always like to hear that people find success with my guides. So the thing I'm most proud of with my guides, honestly, guys, I think is the thought behind not just what you can build, but really what you should build and why. So those guys are built with love. They're built with really an outlook on what's right. Arnold put out a video, the top 10 teams for new accounts, and I watched it, and I kind of roll my eyes, and it's like, man, building teams for GAC just isn't a thing anymore, right? Like if you're a new player and you go to build that Zori Bliss team, why? I honestly, I gotta say, okay, here, look. I loved Fin Poe before it was cool. I love Resistance. I love the Fin Poe team. And if you go back and you look at January of 2022, when I first started this account, my very first video, the original plan was to build Fin Poe. Right? I farmed their stars. I like that team. I wanted to build it for GAC. And look where it ended up. I just could never commit the gear to it. They're not pilots. They're not part of other requirements of things that I was going for. And in the end, there just wasn't any gear to do that team. Now, if the Resistance had their own assault battle or something like that we could get a leg up on, maybe it's worth building that team. But yeah. So why would that be a top 10 team for early game? It's going to help you in GAC, which is not a relevant game mode. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think his top 10 teams are really the 10 teams that you should build. Of course, he had Geos and Padme and some stuff in there. I think he had Padme. Did he have Padme? I think so. But yeah, so there are definitely relevant teams in there, like troopers and stuff like that you should build. But there's also a bunch of stuff that, as a new player, you're not going to build. It's not that the teams are bad. It's just that it's missing the why. Why would you build that Resistance team? And at the end of the day, it's only for GAC. That's why you would build it. It has to wait. Everything else is more important than building a mediocre team for GAC. It's just not useful. Not in the current state of the game. Just my opinion. All right, we're relicking this Greedo. So let's get that on him. I've got 30 more pieces to farm by Monday. That's tomorrow. I think we'll miss Greedo. We'll barely not get Greedo tomorrow. That's a shame. That is a shame. Close, though. We're close. Whiskey Hoarder says, Alpha Loquitur going for the kill. No, I mean, I don't mean to make it imply that I'm maligning Arnold. He made a video about top 10 teams for early accounts for Grand Arena. And from his point of view, it makes sense. But from my point of view, again, with the why would you build for Grand Arena? There's no reason to. The matchmaking is garbage until you get at least into... I mean, you got to get into Kyber before you're fighting against players at your level that play. So sorting yourself through Carbonite and Bronzium is just a matter of getting lucky matchups and doing as well as you can with what you got. There's no reason to build for Grand Arena. You should instead be building for Conquest so that you can get the most out of Conquest, get into hard Conquest as soon as you can, and get the most out of hard Conquest. That's the, establish your fleet power first, establish your Conquest power second, and Grand Arena is a distant whatever. So I'm not maligning Arnold. I'm just saying he's missing the why. Why would you build for Grand Arena? I can't figure it out. I don't know why you'd build an account for Grand Arena anymore. That's it. All right. If your in-game name doesn't include Inquisitor and one is cheap to use crystals to rename oneself, can one still win the giveaway? So, Juan Sanchez, you can be in the giveaway. Anybody can be in the giveaway. It's open to everybody. Everybody can be in it. If you win $25. At the moment of the giveaway, if your name was already posted with an Inquisitor, you'll double your winnings. So, you don't have to be an Inquisitor to play. You just have to be an Inquisitor to win 50 instead of 25. So that's it. I mean, if you don't want to change your in-game name, then don't. I have had people win and then go in and then change their name and then post it 10 minutes after the event went off and then say, hey, my name is Inquisitor. That doesn't work. You actually had to be an Inquisitor before you win. Don't try to cheese the system. All right. By an Irishman says, I'll be getting Executor on the 15th. I can't decide on SLKR or Ray next. I know SLKR would be closer. If you followed my guide for Executor, or if you're really early in the game and you get Executor, I actually recommend, if you do SLKR, you work on the finalizer fleet part of the requirements, but you build a full Relic team of something for Conquest. So my favorite path, if you were to do Executor first, you would do a full Relic Padme team, and then you would go into SLKR and use the full Relic Padme team to work on Conquest, and it's good in every game mode. You'll never be sad about having a Padme team. If you do the Profundity, you've already built the CLS team first. I would do the Profundity path with the CLS team in it, get the Profundity, and then go straight into Ray. And then both paths end with this idea of a big ship, a good full Relic team where you can always use Datacrons and participate in, whatever takes relics, fighting in ROTE, whatever. And then you work on your GL. So, yeah, that's the path I think is best. So if Executor is it, and that's all you've got for big journeys, I would build the Padme team. And that for me would be Padme, Mace, Anakin, Ahsoka, and General Kenobi. That gets you the most pilots in the team. Mace is good. He can go anywhere. In Grand Arena, you can plug Qui-Gon in as the leader instead of Padme and make it a Qui-Gon team. But everywhere else, it's a Padme team. So that's the way I would do it if it were my account. Whiskey Hoarder says, I'm Whiskey Loquitur. Nice. I build for GAC first, and I'm happy with where that's taken me, but I started before the new skill rating system. I also started building teams that would be good in Conquest and GAC, like CLS, Grievous, Sith Empire. There's a lot of overlap. Yeah, I'm not saying... So I think we're saying the same thing. But what I'm saying is, if you build a good account that will do Conquest and dominate Fleet Arena, already you'll do fine in GAC. You don't need to do more than that. That's what I'm saying. You picking teams that are specifically only for GAC is not a good strategy. Picking teams that work everywhere is basically, that's a good strategy because it gives you what you want elsewhere and also GAC. Again, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. And once you've established that route, big ship, full relic team, galactic legend, then you can do whatever you want. Then you can build full relic teams just for GAC. You can literally do whatever you like. Build your second galactic legend, build another big fleet. Once you've established your income and stabilized your account, honestly, guys, there's no wrong answers. I mean, if you want to build Ewoks, maybe that's a wrong answer, but I wouldn't be surprised if, somewhere down the road they build another Ewok booster like they did Marin for the Night Sisters, and suddenly Ewoks will be the new thing, and everybody's going to want a full relic Ewok team. So who knows? There's just so few bad choices in the game anymore that almost anything you want to do is okay. Hev Demon says, does JML become second GL in the Conquest primary path? JML is a great galactic legend for Conquest. I think Rey and JML are probably by far the easiest. JMK is pretty good too. I mean, if you got JMK Cat, that's good. The thing about Luke is that you can take some scrubs in with Luke and keep him alive. With Rey, you can take some scrubs in and keep him alive. With JMK, you can beat everything at 3 stars, but his team is really not good at keeping some random scrubs alive in the team. So JML is good. I do recommend, based on this experience that I've had with this Optissio account, right? So building the Optissio account, I thought I was going to go for JML as my first Galactic Legend. I switched that up and decided to go for Jabba as my first Galactic Legend. But I'm telling you guys right now, this Jedi Knight Luke journey is too much. It's too much to deal with for your first Galactic Legend. So don't make... you said specifically good second Galactic Legend, and that's the perfect way to put it. I don't mind Luke or Jabba as your second Galactic Legend, but I really think that getting one of the easy ones first makes a lot more sense. So what I should have done on this account, what I wish I'd done, is gone, let's say, for the profundity, gone into Rey, got Rey in the account, and while I'm working on Rey, I could have done all this Jedi Knight Luke stuff and basically had Jedi Knight Luke, close to ready, and then just relic out that last few characters and be ready to go. But with Jedi Knight Luke being the requirement, it's 7 characters, 8 characters if you include Jedi Knight Luke that you're relicking, which is half of any other GL journey, and you do half, and you've only got 1 character for your GL requirements. So that's the thing. I don't mind doing that if you've already got a GL, but if you, like on this account, I don't already have a GL, so it just makes that GL take so long to get. It extends your timeline by 4 or 5 months. So let's say I could have had Rey in June, but instead, I could have had Rey in probably May, right? From where I was at. Let me think here. Yeah, so maybe I could have had her in June, but instead I'm going to have Jabba like in September. So yeah, it's about a 4-month delay in the GL acquisition. Wampa Ami made the journey much better, but still not great. Alanis Hawk says it's rough. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think it's a bad journey. I just think it takes too much time for your first GL. I don't want to have waited that long, because my account's going to be almost 2 years old before I get my first GL, and that's just ridiculous. That's not... it's too long. It's too long. It's not what I wanted. In the Profundity journey, if you play free-to-play, it'll take you almost a year to get through a full Relic CLS team and the Profundity and get the Millennium Falcon Relic and all that stuff. So that takes like 42 to 48 weeks, with medium play, right? Not super efficient play, not bad play, but like a medium time frame would be something like 44 weeks, free to play from level 1. But then you go for a GL where you could get that GL in 6 months, and then you land your SLKR or your array, a year and a half in. That's fine. But yeah, a year and 9 months is too long. It's too long. I just keep thinking about how Jedi Knight Luke is going to make my Jedi faction actually viable and will be huge in Conquest, GCs, assault battles, Jedi related. Yeah, I'm not saying Jedi Knight Luke's a bad character, and I'm not saying it's a bad journey. I'm just saying it takes too long. I don't want to have waited that long. That's the problem. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. We've been chatting, looking at stuff, playing some GACs, full clearing our opponents. Got 2 wins on the Loquitur account and a good-looking clear, so maybe 3 wins over there. Let's hope. And then 1 win, 1 loss on a TCO with a potential win here at the end. So let's see. Let's see if we can finish out 3-0 on one account, 2-1 on the other account. That'd be a good start to this 3v3 season. All right. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate everybody who's hanging out with me. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Use your like saber. I give out these like sabers to everyone. They're specifically designed to shatter the like button in one hit. You can see here how it looks. Here's an Inquisitor of TCO shredding through a like button in one nice clean hit. Just comes apart. Super smooth, easy to do, and it helps me out. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. Join us over on the Discord. The link is always in the description of the Holocron down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.